Brrr! These last couple days, Unky C, have been bitter.
I saw some videos of you and the family out doing some like tobogganing and sledding and stuff. Looked like you guys were having a good time until somebody got hurt.
Yeah, and you probably knew when you saw some of those pictures coming in that was coming.
Yep.
Yeah, we had a great time, did some sledding, and I thought I had it all set up. I, dug out a path for us, right? But the problem is we live, as you can see from that video, right? Completely downhill. And there's trees, you always worry about trees when you're sledding, but we have rock barriers, for flower beds. I thought we're safe, pretty buried. Well, yeah, on our last trip down, Brindley and I sitting on the sled, went down, my leg took a direct impact right into a couple of boulders. You should have seen the hematoma that was growing. But no doctor needed. I toughed it out, and after putting a compression sock, starting to look a little better, so I think we're going to be okay.
Is it black and blue? Is it still big?
You can see some video clips, some photos here on screen. Probably the prettiest that leg of mine's ever looked.
Okay.
But hey, so that was a sight for a lot of people that might be friends with me on Facebook or in our group message, got to see that, probably had a good chuckle. But there were some wild things. One of the things I saw, there's a house fire Monday in Lynn Creek off the main channel, the mile marker 31. You see that epic picture?
I did not see that. I went and looked for something because somebody, actually some family member in Omaha said, hey, there's a fire there, and I was looking for it. I never saw it.
Yeah, it was just crazy. You can see photos here. Really, really cool. Now, I did forget to write the name down. Appreciate it. Just an iconic photo. Eric Wade from Platte County sent some photos and videos. Here, as you see the snow start to roll in, and check out some of the incredible drone. Andrew threw the drone up. You can see some aerial here. Also, Skyview Photography, Daniel Carnahan. Great time lapse there on the square. See what it looked like before the ice and then right after. And of course, iconic photo there from LOZ drone of this year's first snow, first ice. Do you see anything in particular through the photos, the posts that stood out to you?
You know what? Just the fact that it was everybody just stayed off the roads. It was so quiet, so dead because of the ice first. I think that freaked everybody out. And then the snow came second around here anyway. But I was surprised at just how everybody just stayed in. It was so quiet for the first few days.
Didn't mind that either. If you look at a couple other, here's a really cool one from Byron Willis, who's in Max Creek. He took his horse-drawn carriage around the farmland. So always able to get up, running smooth today.
I wonder if he took his wife with him. That'd be a little romantic there.
Well, I don't know. That weather, it's hard to think romance when it's that cold. But hey, a lot of people do. Preston Kincaid here with this frozen fence artwork I thought was really cool. There you get a good look at our friend Dahlia Kitchen, the dog. She's having a good time there in Richland.
Is that a dog or a horse?
That's a dog. She's a big girl, isn't she?
Yeah.
And she's just a puppy still, just about a year old, a little over. So Shannon McKee Morse, just a beautiful picture here of the lake. And you mentioned Brindley, the sledding. You see some of the videos here. And even though, there was a little bit of an injury, totally worked it. Look how happy she is. She loved playing in the snow.
The way you built that, it was like a bobsled luge trail down there. You guys could have set some speed records with that thing.
We would have. It would have been fine had Andrew been involved in the engineering process. You could have seen something going south real quick without his involvement. So you see Mike Clayton, our good buddy, his back deck there in Eldon. Courtney Medlin with her dog. Amy Forsyth at the 8.5 mile marker. Check out the deer peeking through the fence. Pretty cool. He's like, I'm hungry, man.
That's beautiful.
Love that. And a few others. Jimmy Roma, this drone. You see the smoke there coming off the water. Pretty special. On my way to work, I say to work, but to the show Tuesday morning. That is as it was starting to improve a little bit, but still a lot of bad side roads. You see 242, pretty covered. You notice as you get into Osage Beach and Lake Ozark, some side roads. Also, probably my favorite thing, if you get off 54, once you go through 242 and you're getting off onto 54 going to Camdenton, there's that big cliff right there of rocks, right? Where Menards and the movie theater are. I love the icicles. I happened to get those Tuesday morning, a video of those. Unbelievable. Just love that. It's a sight to behold.
Every time I drive by there, it is beautiful. It's something cool. But it shocks me how much water comes through the rock. To make those icicles, or, if it's not cold enough, just to see the water running out of the rocks.
Do you guys know, because I'm sure there's a reason, But is it water, I'm sure, coming out of the rock, or is it a spill off or run over from above the rock? Is it a combination of both? If you know, let us know, because Chris and I will take a lot of stabs at it, but not real often we're spot on those things.
Yeah, very rarely are we, actually know what we're talking about.
Another icicle shot here from Eric Anderson, but just incredible. And if you've noticed, you're from Wyoming and Nebraska. You've been around a little bit than Texas. But did you notice that we get a little bit of ice or snow? People really just shut down.
Yeah.
It's all done.
It's pretty normal, though, anywhere you are. I mean, even I've lived in, like you said, Wyoming. I've lived in Chicago, a lot of cold weather places. There's nothing you can do with ice. You just
Right.
got to stay off ice if you can. Snow is another thing. It's pretty easy, but unless you're in a, down south, they don't know what to do with snow down there. But I saw a post I loved. It's like, if it starts snowing, stay home. If you haven't learned how to drive in the sunshine yet, don't try to drive on the snow, right? And how true is that,
That's funny. If you haven't learned how to drive in the sunshine, don't try the snowshine.
That's right, yeah.
That's great.